Stinson from Can We Talk About It, where we do talk about that elephant in the room. Before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my husband, Charles Stinson, who is the love of my life. I want to give a shout out to Miss Dolores, Miss Ivory, my tutoring teacher. She is the bomb. She's teaching me algebra. There was a time when I did math and I just was just so scared. So I just really appreciate you, Miss Ivory, for helping me get my math scores up and everything so I can take tests and go on and move on to be a bigger, better person. I also want to say hi to, hey, Montel. I miss you guys. Hey, Chris. So, and Miss Shamia, that's my classmate, Miss Shamia. She is so sweet. Hey, Miss Shamia. So we're going to go on with the show. So as we talked, the last time we talked, I was talking about the village and how we are supposed to raise the children in the village. And, you know, without the village, the children would perish or run amok or go crazy. So I was telling you about this young lady. She left her children in the car. And I just could not bring myself to just drive off and something happened to the children. So I stayed. Come to find out, she walks over and asks me, you know, may I help you, or some mess she was talking, and I was just letting her know that I was trying to watch out for her children. And she treated me so bad. So what I want to do, I want to show you guys a clip of this woman, and I want to show you guys a clip of how when the community comes together to try to look out for LaQuisha's kids, how LaQuisha acts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the video up. Y'all see these kids in the car by themselves? This lady got her kids in the car by themselves. That's a dang on shame. Anybody can come and do something to these dang on kids. They are in the car, and she's in here in a beauty and barber supply. So I'm just going to stay here until she comes. This don't make no sense. Okay, I'm trying to wait for this lady to come so I can show you guys who this lady is who done left her kids in the car with the windows wide open. Anybody could jump in and snatch these babies. That's your mom? No, that's not her. My young queen, I just want to give you some praise for taking your child with you. That is very much appreciated. It's too much going on with you leaving your kids in the car. It doesn't matter. You're right. So I'm giving you your props. Yep. Yeah, that's your mom? Oh, that's not your mom? All these mothers over here taking their children in there, and she gonna leave these children in the dang on car by themselves. Oh, your mother went in the store? The problem is they was here by themselves, and I didn't want to leave them here out here by like.
Okay. They are just.
Yeah, now they are.
They was okay from the get-go.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a bad mother.
Oh, am I? Oh, am I? And what are you? Where are your kids?
My kids are grown. My kids and my grandkids are grown.
What you talking about? Who's you talking to?
Your ass gonna be on the show, idiot. Yeah. Copy that. Yeah. I'm sitting up trying to look out for this young person's children, and she was very disrespectful. So to this young lady, you already know that the police is out to get you. You will be prosecuted. Maybe your children would be better off somewhere else. Because anytime you can do an elder like that and they're looking out for your children, you don't need children, Sister Love. And I'm not just talking to her, I'm talking about all you mothers that sit up and people are looking out for your children and you horn around or doing whatever it is you please. And when somebody try to help you, you want to start fighting and you want to assault folks and start doing the food. So this young lady, I never had expected for her to start acting the way she was acting. I would have expected her to say, well, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I just went into the store. She was in the store. This is, you guys didn't see everything. She was in the store for about 30, 45 minutes. These kids was out here for a long time. If I would have drove off, it's like I said, if something happened to these kids, I would have never forgiven myself. So that just goes to show I have more concern for those children than their own mother does. My feelings was very hurt. My friends are telling me, do not worry about children. Don't get in the midst of it. When this first happened and I was telling them, they was like, you could have took a bullet for them kids. That somebody could have shot you or anything. Okay, well, at least the children would have been okay. I'm tired of going around watching you women, or supposed to be women, you immature babies having babies, and then thinking you the ish, and you're not. Some of you people, you bring bad upon yourself. Because trust me, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. And I'm going to do it legally. I don't have time to be out here fumbling around with a bunch of idiotic women who don't care about their children. Now, I said that to say this. If a village feels that your child is worthy enough for them to take time out of their life to watch over your child, you should be more than happy to have someone do that. This woman hurt my feelings so bad, ladies and gentlemen. When I got home, I was really upset about it when it all first happened and everything. And as you guys heard my engine racing, I'm following this chick so I can get her license plate number. So I'm waiting on Detective Faber to get in touch with me because he said that he was going to the DA. And this was back in July. Now it's August. I mean, well, no, this was like the beginning of August. We're in September, getting ready to go into October. So I'm trying to figure out what these people are going to do about this woman. I did go in. I did a lineup with the pictures. I know that was her, but they say if you make a mistake and say this is the person and it's not them, then I guess they'll throw the case out. I told them I was 70%. I'm 100% that was the young lady, but I wasn't gonna say. A lot of people have twins out here, so as long as I have her on tape, something should be done about this. And I'm letting the rest of you young mothers and fathers know, if I see your children in the car by themselves, I'm going to film it. I'm going to wait on you and film you too. Our children are so precious. They are so innocent. They did not ask to be here. You want to roll in the hay and have a good time, and all of a sudden now you got a child that you have taken care of. How dare you? I'm about to get away from this subject right here, because this is like something that really hurts my heart when it comes to children and parents who have their children with them, because I've told you back in 2015, and I still talk about how my children were not with me. So children, and I do say this, I am allergic to children, bad kids, I'll say that. But even bad children need to be watched over. And they don't learn it just off a willy-nilly. They learn it from the people they live with. So I feel sorry for this young lady's daughters. I pray to God they don't end up with the characteristics that she has. Now, I don't know nothing about their father, so I'm not going to speak on their father. But I will speak on this young lady. Get your life in order. Hopefully, if you do about 60 or 90 days in jail, you'll do good when you get out. Hopefully, you won't have a hard head, and this won't happen to another person that's trying to watch out for you. So, I want to talk about President Biden. Oh, my Lord. This man is talking about another vaccine that he wants people to take. Back in 2020, when the pandemic came out, they were saying that we need body bags to hospitals. There wasn't enough room to hold the bodies because there was so many people passing away. And now they're saying that the virus has came back. Of course it's come back. It's mutated. It's been mutated over 1 million times between 2020 and now. It's mutated over 1 million times. So we're sitting up here like everything is good. Biden is telling us to get ready for a second round of the pandemic. See, that's why I'm saying to you guys, that's why I'm talking to you guys. This is all the government. Now, I am invoking my First Amendment rights to say this. The government is bringing this upon the world for population control. There are the powers that be that feel like we're sucking up all their air and drinking up all their water, like they know the recipe for this. They don't want middle class anymore. They want rich and poor. And if we don't be careful, if we don't stock up, if we don't pay attention, if we don't be on our guard, it's going to be a problem for us, for black folks. I'm speaking on black folks. A lot of us, I'll say 65 to 70% of us, we don't know how to prepare. We don't know how to save. We take our money and we throw good money after bad. We go and buy all of these things that we do not need. And then when something happens, such as the pandemic, or just say the shelves in the stores are empty, now you want to run around and say, I don't have any food. My children don't have any food. Can you help? No, I can't help you. I'm one of the 5 wise virgins. Don't be one of the 5 foolish virgins. And I'm letting people know now, my family, look, this comes up and you not prepared, don't call on me. Like the Bible says, save yourself. I'm saving myself, me and my family, for this pandemic, to get through this pandemic. Now, I'm letting you guys know, November, December, it's going to be some stuff. They're still talking about back in 2020, 2020, the government ordered over 300,000 body bags. Now they're ordering some more. They just ordered, if I'm not mistaken, 100,000 body bags. They're saying that people are still dying from COVID. There's healthy young athletes that then took this shot and dropping dead. What does that tell you? Now, whatever you want to do is your body. If you want to take the shot, that's fine. But don't come getting down on me because I trust in the Lord more than I trust in man. The Bible says put no trust in man. I've heard people say, well, the scientists say, who are they? The government, they tell scientists to lie to us all the time. There was a man, he was the head chief of a hospital or something when the pandemic was going on, and the government, the CDC told him that everybody that dies in that hospital put that they passed away from COVID. And he said, I will not do it, and he stepped down. Bravo to that man. Since this virus thing came along, there's nobody dying from heart attacks. Nobody's dying from old age or natural causes. Nobody's passing away from this. It's all COVID. I don't believe that, and neither should you. A lot of us are really waking up to what's going on in this world. Some of us, sorry to say this, you're going to get caught up and you're going to get ran over because you're not paying attention. You want to go out clubbing, you want to go out dancing. Like always, you want to leave your children with Larry, Moe, and Curly. You're not doing anything in your life. Nothing. Not working, not nothing. Some of these women are human mattresses. They lay around all day and just wait to get stuck. Some of these men are not working. They find a hard-working black woman and then lay up on them. Shame on you, black women, for letting these men do that. We have to start thinking more about what's good for us and our family and less about what's going on with other folks. Charity begins at home. And a lot of us sometimes ain't even home for days at a time, not knowing what's going on in our house. Then when you get home, after being gone for a week, 3 days or a week, you want to come in telling somebody what to do, and your children are looking at you like you bad-ish crazy. You young women and young men that got children out here, you need to get it together. This virus is not playing favorites with anybody. Some of these Caucasian people are getting caught up in this. And sometimes I believe it's because of they're in the urban neighborhoods with us. Some Caucasians are getting it because, you know, they travel and they go here and they go there. And now they're getting ready to enforce more and more that you have to have that certificate of vaccination ID. That's what COVID is. Certificate of ID vaccination. Now, they didn't start letting people roam the country again and go to other countries. But I'm going to tell you something. They're gonna start telling us it's because somebody went to a country, probably a black person, and brung it back here to the United States. And I'm letting you know that's a lie. So whatever happened to the planes that used to have the chemtrails in the air? You don't see those anymore. Because I believe this has been going on for the longest. They've been spraying stuff in the air for the longest. Then they're talking about you have to wear a mask. Don't you know that that virus is small enough to go through the fibers of those masks? And when you put that mask on and you breathe it in, it's mutating even more. They're not telling you right. And you guys need to start studying about this COVID. You need to start studying about the mutation of this COVID. And we need to start studying more. I talked about this years ago. I'm going into something else about melanin. Now, I let you people know that melanin is a very expensive property, and it's even more than gold. Our melanin, foundational Black Americans, our melanin on the stock market, look it up. It's between $300 and $400 a gram, which is more than gold right now. There's a lot of us that's being snatched up for our organs, and people can go ahead and say, "Oh, conspiracy theorists and this, that, and the other." It's going on. It's been going on. Back in 2016 or 17, a black couple buried their child, and before they got ready to bury them, they asked to see him again. They wouldn't let him. They went in and seen him anyway. Come to find out, they done took all this boy's organs out and stuffed him full of newspaper. Around October, Halloween, all this, people come up missing. And it's because of the organs. There's a lot of, and no disrespect to my Caucasian brothers and sisters, because I love everybody, but everybody ain't the same. You got to have discernment, and the truth is the truth, no matter how you spin it. There are a lot of rich people that have sick children, and they pay people to snatch your children to get their organs, or to snatch you and get your organs. And we walk around here like little kids running through a dang on field of sunflowers like we in heaven. And we're not. We on this hell-bound earth, and we're walking around like everything is good, and it's not. And it's a shame that we have to live so close to the vest, and it's a shame that we have to be so observant of everything, but we do. We do have to do that. There's nothing wrong with speaking to a person, letting the person know that you love them and this, that, and the other. But we got to stop being so trusting of people. They got people putting fentanyl and stuff on your cars, trying to hurt you, knock you out. They got people walking around in grocery stores and malls. Now they walk up to you and stick you with a needle. And you may not even know what's going on. And they stick you with a needle. And when you go out, when you go out, you start to feel woozy or dizzy. And when you get to your car, somebody will ask you, "Are you all right?" Next thing you know, wherever you remember yourself being, that's the last time you may ever see that place again. You young black men that's letting this gangster rap and all this stuff cause you to do wrong to your community and break in the elderly's house and hit old women upside the head, take their money. Shame on you. Somebody did that to your mama, you be out for blood. So how do you think somebody else's son or daughter would feel about you doing that to their mother? It's time for our community to get a lot more closer. It's time for us to start looking out for each other. And the ones who don't want us to look out for them, then later days for them. But we all can't walk around here blind. We all can't walk around here. How is you walking? You can't see because you got your head in the phone, which is causing cancer and giving you headaches. Everything that's out here, even the food, there's a grand design to exterminate black people. I told you before about Margaret Sanger. She said that we were feeble and we were weeds. She was a spokesperson for the Klansmen back in the 1920s. She made a 10-point system on how to get rid of black folks. Next time I come, I'm going to read them to you. This was in the 1920s, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's in full effect right now. We're listening to ratchet music. Music do not need your permission to enter into your soul and cause you to do things you wouldn't do. Sometimes you'll be in a grocery store and you're walking around and something to be played and your whole demeanor will change. They playing gangster rap, you walking like you thugged out. They playing happy music, you got a pep in your step and you saying hi to everybody. Don't think there's not a grand design on the government or the powers that be using our own people against us to come out here with this ratchet music and start uh, uh, telling us that we're wrong for saying don't listen to them. No, don't listen to them. Because they are not for us. And I've said that time and time again. Some people are just sellouts and they're all for themselves. They want money, but they still, excuse my French, a nigga. I'm talking about people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, what's this guy's name? He's a gospel singer. And he was talking about something about the lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat. I cannot Kurt Franklin. If you listen to a lot of these lyrics, they're worshiping the devil. Even in some of these gospel songs where they saying our God is an awesome God and this, that, and the other, they're not talking about our God who made heaven and earth and all that's within it. They're talking about the God of this world. And a lot of you people some of you people feel like you so saved that, oh, that could never happen to me. Okay, think again. Some of you people don't believe in the Lord, but when something happens, oh God, oh God. You better figure out which side you're on. Because there's a lot of people out here that don't mean you no good. They don't mean you any harm. I mean, they don't mean you any good. And they mean you a lot of harm. There's a lot of people angry, maybe possessed, like the chick that I just showed you. She may be possessed or, I don't know what her problem was. But I know if you see an older person, young black men and young black women, you respect that person. That person has wisdom. That person didn't live no 60, 70, 80, 90 years for you to come and bust them upside their heads. Not only that, y'all turning on each other. You and your boys, y'all sitting up drinking. You drink too much, you guys getting ready to shoot each other. Y'all having a shootout because of something that was said and because your mind is all twisted. You want to take out somebody who look just like you. I've been saying this since I've been here. Time is winding down, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to pick a side. All that, Lord, I was gone. He ain't trying to hear that. He is not trying to hear you now. You sit up talking about your prayers are trying to be answered. You trying to get your prayers answered. No, you not. You trying to hit a lick. So I love you guys. And I want you to stay safe. And until next time, stay strong and be strong.